Good evening, students of George Washington High School. I'm Charles Doran, the anchorman for the 4th episode of Eagle News. Today we're going to jump right into a topic that I'm sure most sophomores, juniors, and seniors are all very familiar about, the new school schedule. Here's Mr. Poole that has to say more on the topic.
Tell you that this is a district initiative, and we're actually a year behind schedule for doing this. The block schedule is the standard schedule for all Philadelphia high schools. And we actually got a bit of a stay on implementing it. This is our first year with a full block schedule.
While some see the new schedule as a demon from hell, it is shown to help students learn and not sit in a seat for an hour doing the same thing.
But this is not something new to Philadelphia high schools. Any kind of weirdness about the schedule is done to make sure that at the end of the school year, students will have attended the number of classes they need to attend for each course on their roster. So that's why it's been kind of juggled a bit weirdly to ensure that you don't wind up with an inordinate number of A or B days, but an equal number. What it all comes down to is making sure students get the credits that they need and also the learning experiences they need, because the goal is not to have anyone sitting for an hour and a half at the same desk. That's not what's supposed to happen. There's supposed to be a variety of experiences going on in each class during the school day. There should be chances for students to get up, move around, talk to each other, collaborate with each other, write something on your own, go view what another group in the class has written, discuss, learn, contribute. That's the reason behind the new schedule. It is not to have anyone sitting in the same spot and doing a longer version of what they might have done before in a shorter class. That is not the goal.
Although students may find the change difficult, administrators believe this change is for the better.
As an educational administrator, I prefer what works best for education. That doesn't mean that I'm not sensitive or aware of the problems that can come about whenever something new comes about, as we discussed. And I can appreciate that and try to address that as much as possible. And we can do that as an administrative team, as a staff, as a group of teachers, all that. But ultimately, the key question that we always have to answer, what works best for students?
Thank you, Mr. Poole, for that insight on the topic. Now, let's jump right into Alex Lynchfield and the cheerleader squad.
Strategies, well, we have a few, Alex. Is to over-cheer the rest of the cheerleaders and the rest of our groups that we are competing against. Also, our stunts, our tumbling, our loudness, and most important, our enthusiasm and spirit.
This year we're going in as a co-ed, large co-ed team. Last year we went in as just large team. So we don't know exactly what schools we are going up against, but we're assuming we're going up against Northeast High School, Fells, possibly Frankfurt, mostly the large comprehensive high schools in the Philadelphia.
I inspire people by encouraging the girls to keep trying as hard as they can. We're constantly trying new things. That's always a challenge for them, but they work well together as a team. They work well individually, and that's it. I'm really proud of them.
Well, the football team is doing very well this season, and I would like to think that our school spirit is really paying off on their amazing wins. It helps because we bring that energy and we bring that vibe and we cheer them on and we support them, win or lose, whether or not they make the touchdown or they do not. We're always there for them, and we just always bring that positivity and that light.
Now, let's jump right into some fun facts.
Lovely Lex here with your fun facts. If diet isn't helping you, you could easily just bang your head against the wall for 1 hour and legit lose 150 calories. No joke, it's a fun fact. There is the fear of being tickled by feathers. Isn't that something? All right, if crows weren't creepy enough, did you know a flock of them is called a murder? So if you're ever walking down the street and you see a flock of crows, you can just scream murder. But if you ever walk down the street and you see a bloody flock of birds, crows, you can scream bloody murder. Get it? Ah ha ha.
Now to draw some more attention to something that affects many student drivers is texting and driving. Here we have AT&T's It Can Wait pledge.
Have you guys heard about the AT&T No Texting While Driving pledge? The pledge states that you'll stop texting while driving. So break the habit by texting PA-DECA 50555. Don't text and drive. It can wait.
And that has been Eagle News. I hope you have a nice day.